Yeah, microphone. Posey. I'm gonna wall her off if I have to. Think so? What if I walled her in on this side? Like just made a wall across the room. Okay. That's true. However, Cat has food, and so Posey is interested. Right, we're gonna be working on Penguin, on Penny. Because of food, that's right. Okay, all right, so here's a question. If I just dip over to look at YouTube, I would have to go pretty far back to get to Minecraft, right? Like the last time we played Minecraft was a while ago. Gosh, I played a lot of games for a bit there. No wonder it took us so long to get through chapter 1. What if this? Will this help? Will this help us find our Minecraft streams? Oh, it will. It will. June 2024. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Oh man, Space Age. Frogger. June 2024. Oh, right before Alquest. There it is. So what were we doing here? Was this create or was this just for funsies? This looks like this one was just for funsies. Yeah. We didn't really, we made some big farms, but that was pretty much it for that Minecraft run. I'm just looking at some of our old Minecraft runs, Willow. Gonna find out, like, how long did the big Minecraft runs last? There we go. Here's create above and beyond, right? Yeah. That's a good 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Not all that's multiplayer. Okay, about 15 streams of above and beyond, but consider that above and beyond has a dedicated endpoint. So that's a trickier one. And then before that, oh wait, actually there's some more. Yeah, there's the Bulldobzer. That would have been the stream, the Minecraft playthrough where we first met Dupu here. Yeah, okay, so that was just a smattering of Minecraft here and there. Of doing the create mod. Yeah. By the numbers. Ooh, the longest Minecraft run was like 4 months long. And that looks like it was like, yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot of streams in a row. So, if we're only going for 2 streams a week, and I don't know how long we can keep it at bay to only be 2 streams a week. Oh yeah, we gotta actually go to the original Penguin actor to do the animations here. Just a little bit of crack as a treat. All right, what's our partner? What's our partner animation list here look like? Don't need that. Okay.
All the kids are talking about Star Fox coming June 25th on Nintendo's Switch 2. But when are we getting a remaster of the timeless classic Paper Robot 64?
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time. I am exactly the sort of person to drop everything to build a 3D platformer collectathon as a joke. Block, dead, I should write these down. Block, dead, down. Hurt. We've got idle, jump. We've got talk. Need sleep, tired, victory. We've got walk, and that's it. Okay. And then anything that's specific. So let's look at the idle animation for penguin. Great. Looks so good. We're gonna need more eyes, I'm realizing. We need asleep eyes, and we need tired eyes, and maybe even little happy victory eyes. Do a little happy penguin dance, you know? Star Fox, can you believe it? Just a month away. Oh, there's so many eyes in this spot here. I've crammed too many eyes into one spot. Well, actually, there are already sleepy eyes. Never mind, we're golden. All right, so pretend that it's actually these eyes, right? They changed the shortcuts between some versions of Godot for the animation zoom in on the timeline. It's very silly. Let's make tired, which is gonna go 4 seconds. And it needs to include eyes to region, which needs to go up by, oh, how much does it need to go up by? 150 up. Oops, still didn't make that 150 up. Yeah, that'll look fine. And then 50 down. I think it is a remake of Star Fox 64 with, I don't know, voice acting, more voices, more quips than ever before. Okay, so this is for poison, so we might even want to add a body rotation here. Like 5 degrees. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so there's tired. Duplicate that for, oh, not this. Duplicate tired to make sleepy. Okay, sleep, tired, hurt, block. One of the 3 good games on the N64. Let me think. Quest 64, Bomberman 64, Star Fox. Yeah, it checks out. Okay. Hurt. Take. Oh, actually. reset, go to sleep. Let's give her a little bit of a wobble down here. Just a little bit of a. Oh, that's a bit too much of a wobble. Foot becoming detached. Foot becoming detached. Okay, that'll work. Paper Mart. Space Station Silicon Valley's in there somewhere. I'm sure of it. Eyes to region. All right, hurt animation. We always make those like really quick animations on a loop. So we need the eyes to. Hey, Liari, welcome in. Oh, we doing the penguin. Penguin needs minus 200. We're about to hurt the penguin. Don't look. This is the penguin getting hurt. So for this, we definitely need body rotation. So let's just kind of... Wow. Wowzers. Foot 2. Foot 2. Yep. Just like that. All right, now we need some counterbalancing with the arms. With the arms too. All right. Let's flap those flippers. Good start. All right, I think that's pretty good. Battle ready penguin. Okay, so that's hurt animation. We need a block animation. Block, huh? Block. I guess, like, move the face. Move the face over. And the splotch over. Oh, shoot. What's this gonna do? What's this gonna do to all these other penguins? They're gonna have their faces in weird spots. I'm worried. I guess we'll see. We can always do like some kind of like splotch container, like redo it if we need to, if it's that big a deal. But yeah, my thought is we'll take the splotch and move it to the left to indicate that like we're kind of a little bit more turned. Okay, you with me? We'll move the face down a bit, I guess. Just skew the body a bit, maybe. A little squash. Yeah, that's how you block. Okay, sure. Arm rotation. Let's see what this is gonna do. How would a penguin block? Okay, I'm feeling less like. I think more like this, right? But yeah, maybe that's what we need. Maybe that's what we need. It seems a little bit silly, but we'll find out. We're gonna play it by ear. All right, there's block. Only 2 animations left, really. Technically 3, but one of them just the final frame of another. This one's the. These are both tricky. All right, dead. Dead. All right, how long does that have to go? Dead lasts. You start with the hurt animation, and you go 1 second. And then you alternatively can keep it going. Okay, so dead actually needs to be removed. Got to start with hurt. Duplicate it into dead. Change it to 1 second. No repeat. Let's do a backflip. Like, we already got this little rotation going on here. Let's take this whole container and just do a fun little backflip. Negative 360? Yeah. Okay, except not all the way to 360. More like 270. Okay, so we are going to need to mess with body position to make this work. We immediately need to start heading upward here. That's downward. Also, the feet need to come with us. Do we have a feet container? No, it's 2 separate feet. Great. Well then, you know what? Instead of that, let's move, let's do container position. That's really choppy, but it's gonna be okay. Tales of Symphonia. Okay, eyes need to change here. Not that. I missed. How many up? 100. Arm container needs to rotate such that at this point, let's just have it on loop. Great. All right, don't have it loop. Yeah, that's the good arm position here. I'm thinking this might need to change to linear. Or add an extra 360. Wait, no, not that one. Subtract an extra 360. That just looks so dumb. It's just so abrupt. Okay, so that's not it. Maybe, you know what? I think we go an extra 180. Then we land on our back. But not quite there. Okay, but now this arm is completely the wrong position. And this one too, at that. Okay, so what if this is now cubic? It still feels so choppy for some reason. Needs some bounce, I guess. Just kind of comes to a graceful stop here. And then just instant stop. That's no good. No instant stop. Instant stop is not good. Can we do skewing to fix this? Actually, I'm willing to give this a go. Oop, other way though. Just to give it a little bit of almost. Yeah, a little bit of squash and stretch. I think what I really want is container scale to really squash and stretch here. So we want to make her a little bit flatter, but a little bit taller. Penguins are so stretchy. It's just in their nature. Then container position. All right, that's better. It's a little bit sticky, but it'll work. Okay, now we duplicate this for down, which is a special one framer. That should just be the final frame of any of this. Yeah. Exactly that. Okay. Okay, now we need a victory animation. Always the trickiest one. To get a nice silky smooth victory animation. They need to last almost 4 seconds. It's fairly ridiculous, Al. All right. And I know this one is still like not my best work. It really comes down to it's hard to animate. Especially in Godot. Had an A. There's no other Pokemon that start with A. Okay, but I do want the animation to be, apparently, 12 seconds long. Mostly dead space. Alright. Victory animation for Penny. Let's check these and make sure they look okay. Block. Nice. Nice squishy block. Dead. That'll work. Down is just, yeah. Family Guy death pose. Hurt. Great, actually. Idle should be fine. We didn't mess with that at all. Jump animation. Fun. Sleep. That'll work. Talking. Very excited. Tired, which only gets played when you are poisoned or low on health. And walking animation we've already seen, which that looks silly at slow speed, but it'll be all right. Victory animation. Oh, of course. Pikmin 1 ship part, Nova Blaster. I knew that. Part of me wants to incorporate a little third dimension spin here. Is that allowed? Are we allowed to do that? Does she have a happy face? We don't have happy eyes yet. I can cheat happy eyes. How would we cheat happy eyes? Region rect. And slap it on minus 100 and rotate the eyes by 180. Oh, geez. What happened here? There we go. That's what I was going for. That's what I was going for. Maybe rather than rotation, maybe scale the eyes. Give them a nice little vertical flip. Oh wait, we gotta reset. Uh-oh. Fix that. There we go. Yeah, happy eyes. Let's do a little hop with one arm up Yeah, let's do kind of similar to Leon's move, but a little different. So we're gonna need the foot rotation. We're gonna have to rotate some feet. We're gonna have to rotate some flippers. So let's go ahead and get those keyframes in. We are definitely going to be moving the whole body. So let's grab position, rotation, and scale. And aside from eyes, scale, let's go cubic, 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 everything cubic. That seems like what we want. All right. So we're gonna start with a little. We're gonna go up, up, twirl, stop. Okay, got it. We're gonna go. Hey, yay! Whoa, yeah, pose. Okay, very, very happy. So we hop, hop, hoo, up. Okay, we'll slow it down then. Yeah, yeah, hoo, yeah. Okay, so right around here is our first up, our first uppie. Is where it's gonna hit. We're gonna have our arm up. So that is we're gonna go arm 2 rotation here. Okay, so we gotta do a little squash. So let's squash on down a bit. Now that's noteworthy. Do we have an offset? Yeah, actually. We can stretch the body then. So let's not do this. Let's not do this yet. Do a little scaling on just the body. Times 0.8 and divided by 0.8. Quite a bit. This one's going to be the opposite, I think. Times 0.8 divided by 0.8. That's very squishy. That's very squishy. Maybe too squishy? I don't know. Let's rein that in just a smidge. Let's do times 1.1 divide by 1.1. And then the opposite here. Yeah. So we're gonna do that, but we're also gonna go into the air. So container right here starts to move up. So we need to go up. Hate that. Hate that this is a thing. Okay. All right, and then back down for another squash round. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Wow, wow. Okay, so then we can go back to normal, and the other arm comes up. That's 30 degrees. I think we want to go the opposite direction. Or maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that needs to have a little lock there. Yahoo! Yahoo! I kind of want those feet tapping a bit more. So foot 2. Give it a little 30-degree kick. Is that the one? Negative 30. And I guess we'll do the same with the other foot, but positive 30. It needs to come down quicker. Okay. Yahoo! Yahoo! And then I guess strike a twirl pose, right? And then just do a little twirl around. So let's get our body scale back to normal. Let's put arm 2 back up. I think arm 2 needs to go back up, yeah. And so then we're gonna put our body position. Just up a little bit, about 20 pixels up. Oh, that's too much. That's too much. Let's go 10 pixels. Let's go 7 pixels. Okay, now one of these feet. Let's go foot 1. Body rotation. Right here, we're gonna take the whole body. I guess this isn't the direction I intended, but I like it. Woohoo! 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 Yep. And then arm 1. We'll bring back up during the spin. And so now we need to do Sprite 3D. I worry that Sprite 3D is handled manually. It is. So we need to rotate the entire Sprites object. Okay, so it'll be Yahoo! Yahoo! Wahoo! Where's that other arm? Where's that other arm? Why isn't it up? It went back down. Oh, because I told it to go back down. Yahoo! Yahoo! Wahoo! Let's change this to cubic, so it's a little bit of a softer spin overall. I think that's great. That's it. That's all the animations. Before I forget, we need to switch the eyes back because this is just a regular penguin. This is the partner. So let's do her victory animation. Yahoo! 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 Where's her eyes? Why are her eyes not yahooing? Container, body, face, container, eyes 2. Region. 635. Eyes 2 region. 735. Sub viewport. Sprites, container, body, face, eyes 2. Oh. There we go. Beautiful. Happy little penguin. All right, check in those changes. That was good. That was good. That was our major item from the to-do list for tonight. Was the animations, attacks. Hey, okay. Snowball. Okay, that's super easy, right? Okay. Rolling snowball. This is something I had in my head from before Dabble was a robot. And it wasn't a snowball, it was a barrel. But the idea was doing a stand on a barrel and do the kind of like, whoa, and roll into an enemy. That's back when this was going to be extremely Dabble Worlds coded. So I was trying to come up with things for all the different Dabble Worlds items and enemies. And I was like, well, you gotta have a barrel. And it's true, you do actually need to have a barrel. Rolling snowball attack. We have a snowball, a rollable snowball already. That is this. We are gonna take this entire sphere. And there you go. That's what we want right here. We're just gonna be able to scale this as needed. More accurately, I think. Yeah, we want it to be where we can rotate on just one property, but also scale on just one property. And there you go, it's always ground aligned. So what we'll do is we'll have her, I don't know, summon it. And then we'll do a rotate the control stick to roll up snow, and it'll, I don't know, it'll just kind of sit in front of you and spin, spin, spin until it's big. Maybe like Z-axis in front of you or something. And then Penny will hop on it and do a little barrel roll walk. And then it'll collide with the first enemy, and that'll be it. Or maybe she'll hop on it immediately. Let's get Dabble in here for just scale. Oh well, I can't, can I? Because this is the wrong scale. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so that needs to be moves, partner moves. Let's go ahead and open up the battle scene. Get right into it, and let's have a Piggle ready to go. We got him. All right, new move. Oh, it's been a bit. It's been a bit. All right. Snowball roll. I feel like I'm facing too far to the left to be ergonomically appropriate. All right, new move for old Penny the penguin. All right, let's copy. Oh, whose are we gonna copy? Wrench hit. It's a pretty good one to copy. Wait, do these have descriptions? Oh, they don't have descriptions. All right, hold on. Add that to the to-do list. They'll still work, it's just you won't see a description when you hover over it, which for some of these newer moves, they might be confusing. Probably because I put description down at the bottom for some reason when I was making the first sets. This will be called Snow Roll. Fine. It's fine. Add in 5 minutes. Warning. Warning. Okay. So Penny's got her home position. First we do an action command. And over the course of the action command, the snowball gets bigger. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be bow, bow, bow. Like it'll start out very small. I mean, should I just make the action command first? Ah, boy, action commands. It's been about 3 months or so since I've made one of these. All right, create new folder. Rotate stick. This was going to be interesting because I need to do something different if you are not using a controller. I need to make sure that there is a different route going on. Oh, this isn't supposed to be here, is it? No, it's not. Rolling snowball belongs in attacks, not in action commands. How silly. How foolish. Okay. Rotate stick. So let's go with not meter timing. Meter fill and release. This is the one we use for Cat's Attack, right? Yeah, simple. So by design, these are meant to be very generic, and then we can inherit off of them with specific changes, like, oh, well, this one you use a different button, and the timing is longer or shorter, anything like that. But this is the general idea, is we just need a 2D scene that's going to overlay. We're gonna call it rotate stick, even though if you're on keyboard, we're probably gonna do something different. Maybe if you're on keyboard, you just alternate A and D, like left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. No timing, just go, 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 go. All right, throw in a container so that we can slide the entire thing on screen as we so need. Display hint, control hint, button. What is this the one? Is this it? What do I do with this one? Rotate CW. So rotate CW always says that it's the control stick animation. All right, so we need, control hint button, which is silly. Because it's not even gonna be... All right, and we're gonna say rotate clockwise. And now when I launch it, it should just be... There it is. There it is! We do want that to be bigger. Don't mind Dabble and Cat falling to their death over and over. No, I actually need to transform and scale it up, huh? All right, is this about the same size as this one? This one's got to be scaled, right? Yeah, this one is scaled. Okay, good. So how about a radial, like a donut meter? I'm gonna like a nice little donut meter. Peter, we're in Minecraft. I'm excited. I'm quite excited. How would we do a radial meter? Oh no, Casual, you got here just in time for the ads. Yeah, 800. I told you, I warned you. Position 0, 0. Okay, cool. Oh, well. -50. negative 50. There we go. So that's centered. Okay. Can you do like a sprite 2D? Okay. We got a sprite 2D of a circle. Okay, reasonable start, reasonable start. And then a second sprite 2D. I don't have a donut geometry, do I? No, 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 I do not. Oh wait, yes I do. I have a ring. Okay, hang on. It's not very thick. I can't do like an anti-clip. All right, hold on. I think I'd. Is there a way? What do we got here? Like a polygon? Polygon? Like, what would this do? What is a polygon? Alright, you guys can stop falling to your death. Polygon is... yeah. Polygon is this. But then... you wouldn't be able to get just the inside. Oh, how would you do this in a way that makes sense? If I were me, and, well, let's just say I am. Is there a way to do... clip? You can't do an anti-clip. So that's out. I can't do a difference. Wow, this might be dumb. I mean, admittedly, I just want a meter. I just thought maybe a radial meter would be cool. I can do one that fills out, I guess. That might be all right. That's probably fine. That is probably fine. Okay, so node 2D meter. Okay, so then you're trying to fill it up to this point. Oh, it looks a little bit blurry on the outside because I'm using a grainy texture and just filling it up. Oh, yes. Fascinating how that works. So this was kind of a brownish with a blue interior over whatever this color interior is. What is this? Okay, that's just my little 9 patch. Am I gonna try to emulate that? What if I could use a shader? What if I could use a shader? Oh no. Oh no. What if I could use a shader? What if this were shaded with a special new shader that I've made up just now? All right. 2D wrap. That's what we're gonna call it. I don't know about this. Mini game. All right. This is a canvas item shader. Oh gosh, I remember Minecraft. What a great game. Let me just refresh the Discord. Nope, still no IP. Dang it. It's coming. It's coming. All right, material, new shader material using this shader. All right, let's try some dumb stuff. All right, so it's the vertex, is it? Is that how that works? Canvas item vertex, all right. Let's try it. Vertex.x equals vertex.x plus 100. That doesn't seem to do anything. Because it needs to be 0.0. Oh, hey, look at that. It did a thing. Did a thing. I put the material here. I shouldn't have done that. Copy that, clear it out. Instead, put the material on this container here. Does that work? That doesn't work either. Uh-oh. Okay, so I do have to put it on the sub items. Oh, and see, that one doesn't take it all because it's got to be on this. Oh, where'd it go? It's getting clipped, isn't it? Oh, you better believe it is. Oh, man. Is that what's going on? Yeah, we're doing clip and draw. Okay, these can be decoupled, I think. Ooh, extra free. Extra free. Okay, okay. Oh geez, I've really screwed this one up. No. Nope. Move it here. Size. How big is this thing? There we go. Great. Okay. Now, all three of these can have this material applied, right? Yes. Okay. And now we can just shift the whole thing. For either way. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I don't know when it's going to happen. It's kind of in Jorsh's hands now. So we'll just see. All right. So I want to do a map to radial coordinates from whatever coordinates. Let's say this is our 0, 0 coordinate. So I've got a box. And I want it to convert to a cool radial thing magically. So that's going to be our 0, 0 point here. So what if I said vertex x divided by 5.0? Where does that put things? Weird places. Ooh, weird places. Oh, really weird places. Don't like that. Don't love it. Why does it do that? Oh, it's the anchor points. Right? It's the anchors? Because it's anchored here? Where are your anchor points? You don't have an anchor point because you're a sprite 2D. Copy this texture and replace you with a texture rect. Yeah. Okay, get everybody back to normal. Okay. All right, that's better. It's not great, but it's better. Okay, so cool. So it's going to this location. The center point is our 0, 0. All right, so we're gonna take our. Can I get the UV? Do we have access to UV? Yes. Yes. We just do. I guess we just do. All right. I guess it is a scale of 0 to 1 then. Of the material. Okay. So vertex.x is going to be the cosine of 2 times pi times uv.x. Okay, it's gone. It's just gone. I don't see it anywhere. Is it behind the button? I don't see it. Times 10. Okay, UV was probably not what I actually wanted to use. As far as I can tell, it's just gone forever. All right, well, let's try this. Times 0. Well, that's not gonna work either, is it? Because uv.x should be on a scale of, yeah, okay, not what I would have expected. Huh. Very interesting. This is some definite for funsies. This is bonus. This is just we're just challenging ourselves. Well, okay, the y should affect the radius. So maybe this is actually correct, but I also need to factor in the y. At its base, at its purest form, this is the general idea. But yeah, I'm not getting anything, huh? It would be on a scale of that would be on a scale of 0 to 1. So you want the radius to be bigger, like just as a test, but still nothing. Yeah, the idea though is if I had vertex x. All right, let's comment this out. Vertex.x equals 0. Then it's gone, right? Yeah, it just disappears because you can't see it. And if I said 1, you're not going to see it. But if I said, well, it's equal to this value of uv.x times 100, then it should stretch. Yeah, that's about 100 pixel width, right? 850, 950. Yeah. I think that's about right. So that does tell me that UV is on a scale of 0 to 1. just the full duration, complete with all the sound effects, all of that. Velcro, welcome in. Hope your stream went well. Welcome in. I'm working on some attacks for this lovely lady here, Penny the Penguin. How was your stream tonight? How were the things? This is the 4th partner in the game, and I've done a little bit of. Oh, I don't know if I should show off all of this. It's a little spoilery, but whoops. I'm working on some of the attack action commands. So we got this. Whoops, I missed. Don't tell anybody. So we got this nice little mountainy path. It's been spruced up a bit. Hey, Slav. Welcome in. And so her big deal is, her partner ability is that she can turn into a block of ice. And you can't move around when you're a block of ice. So the question is, like, well, how is that useful at all? And the idea is like, but you can slide. Whee! And then you can slide across spikes and stuff, and it's great. Anyway, that's the partner ability. Originally, hopping on her was my idea for the partner ability. Is kind of like use her as a platform. And I realized very quickly that completely breaks like every area so far. And additionally, I'm paranoid that that's going to lead to people breaking through walls, and that's bad. So I've got a few different things planned of what you can do with like being an immobile block of ice. I think it suits her a little bit. Yeah, and it's not like I can't just fix that. It's just that takes a lot of time and effort that I'd have to budget for. It's like we're already doing a lot of extra stuff. Yeah, Al, I think that was a good call. So now I'm making an attack for her that's going to involve rotating the control stick in combat. And I want to make a nice little radial meter. So I was thinking, idiot that I am, I'll just take my existing meter and just make a shader that makes it wrap around in a circle shape. And it's weird. I've done 3D shaders and messed with vertices there, but it's given me a bit of trouble. So now I'm just trying to make sure I understand the numbers that they are. UV goes from 0 to 1. I think we've nailed that down. That is correct. Now suppose, what if it's a thing where, kind of like when you're trying to do a 3D vertex shader on a cube, where you only have the 8 points to work with, you're not going to get the in-between bits. What if it's that? In which case, we might see something if we do this. Oh, it is that. It only draws the rectangle. Oh. Yeah, the UV is fine. My code is correct here. This was the proper shader code. I mean, we didn't tweak the numbers, but the problem is it's only got 4 vertices to work with. Which is not a lot. So if you notice, if I like slowly work this around, oh, I've already gone so far that you're not gonna even see anything. Yeah, once I get to a full block of pie. So this is probably the biggest you're gonna get is this 45 angle. Yeah, I wanted to take this and wrap it as a circle, but like how? There has to be a way. I remember seeing some texture stretching. I want to curve a texture. Let's see here. Curve a texture. Oh wait, maybe I need to do work with the fragment side of things. But the material will not be in the right place, will it? All right, so let's take this out. Fragment shader. There's no way this works, right? Do I just mess with the UV? Like instead of doing this on the vertex, constants cannot be modified. Right, you can't mess with the UV directly. We have to, because that's not what the point of the fragment shader is. The point is we're messing with the color. Hang on. Can we get? Maybe we can get the texture as a built-in. Does this work on its own? Yeah. Yes, but... Okay, so that works for this. That works for this, which is good. Oh, shoot. It's just gonna... Well, hang on. Maybe? If I do this... Nope. See, there's our problem there. There's our problem. Oh, nice. Thanks, Casual. Oh, that's a secret one. That's a secret one. I mean, to be fair, I've never been any good at these. Okay. 2D wrap shader was a bust. But I think I've got something else we can do. I remember seeing Big Boy Games Chip working with applying a texture to a line. Okay, so what if, oh, this isn't gonna work with a 9 patch, is it? I guess we'll find out. Well, that certainly doesn't look like it worked. All right, let me try a placeholder texture here. What do we got? Let's go with this particle board texture. Oh, see, look at that. Aha. Okay. So maybe the 9 patch would work. No, it just disappears. Why does it disappear? I don't know. I don't know actually. So can you soften these curves like you can a no, you can't. Well, Why not? Why doesn't this work? Stretch? I mean... I mean, this one is a banger. Gotta admit, casual. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, maybe if we combine that with some kind of, I don't know. That's hard to look at there. Oh, that's cool that it does this. Oh, that's really fun. Okay, so what if it's a whimsical circle? Okay. Huh. So then the idea is that you would kind of patch in some smoothness to it. But then you get this huge blob at the end, which isn't great. Oh, can you use a, all right, hold on. Can you use an atlas texture? Can you use an atlas texture? Because if so, it's not looking great. Hey, look, there it is, sort of. Oh, well, that's a no. Ah. Well, hang on. No, this is fine. This is actually fine? Maybe? Okay, first of all, we want this line to be much cleaner. I can just have this programmatically set up. I don't know what I'm doing here. Don't know what I'm doing with this. Let this be a rough estimate of a circle, and then have it programmatically set up later. Okay. 9 patch. Duplicate. Grab this texture. This is a silly way of doing this. We're really just kind of playing around here, aren't we? And look at that, we can just kind of go, don't fill it in all the way. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. That's probably because of me using this. No, it's not. It's because it just needs to go further. It needs to cycle a little bit extra. And then cursor is just going to be a textureless victory blue filling of some kind. Okay, so there's our meter. There's our radial meter that we wanted so very badly. Here's the color I want. There we go. There's our radial. Gosh, it was so important, wasn't it? So important to me for some reason. All right, well, let's add our rotate stick code now. I do need to make sure that we follow the rules, which is all of these action commands have to implement a property called result. -1 implies that the action command has not finished. Once the action command is finished, it can get bumped to whatever the value is. 0 usually meaning failure and 1 meaning success, but that can be different for each version of it. each version of the action commands that we've got. All right, we're gonna rotate a stick. We're gonna take these 3 lines. Now these each individually have their own line points. So let's see here. For line, which is a line 2D, in this array, 9-patch, back texture, cursor, do the following for that line. Line dot points, clear points, yes. Radius of our circle is, we're gonna aim for 100 to start with, and we'll just work from there. For theta, well, let's start with our theta iterator. We're gonna start that at degrees to radians. Let's go -10, and we'll iterate by tens. While theta is less than or equal to 360 plus 10. I'm making sure to spell that out as 360 plus 10 instead of just typing 370, because my eyes would definitely just read 370 as 360, because who would type 370? We want that overdraw. That's very intentional overdraw. Line dot add point. Okay, so it needs a vector 2. And we'll do, I know exactly how we'll do this. Radius 0 dot rotated. Oh, that's so much easier. Rotated by theta. I don't know which direction that's going exactly, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's see if we get a nice little circle now. We're not getting a nice little circle. You know what we're getting? You know what we're getting? We're getting an infinite loop. Hey, you know what'd be really cool? If I actually incremented theta. Hey, that looks nice. That looks nice. Especially the way it lines up with this, but it kind of makes it look like it's a pointer of some sort, which I'm not huge on. If I give it a bit more distance. Well, that's too much, isn't it? Okay, I think that's better. Okay, and then cursor just needs to fill up. Ooh, yeah, that's a good point. Cursor needs to fill up. How do we, Oh, you just turn on closed, don't you? Is that all there is to it? We just turn on closed? That still doesn't look like it's doing any good. At all. Oh well. Oh, capping. Maybe? Box. Capping? Box. Round. Round. Okay, that might look okay. Actually, yeah, I kind of do like that. Joint mode, round. No, that didn't really help. We'll just have 10-degree blocks. Call it a day. Okay. We're gonna need to redraw this like every frame. Redraw cursor. and go up to whatever our current, we're gonna say a fill percent. So we're looking for theta. We can actually go a little bit smaller here. Let's go 4 degrees at a time. Let's make it nice and clean. Terminator is going to be 360 times our fill percent. And we're gonna add delta divided by 20. So that this is like a 20-second timer for now. Let's see what it looks like when it fills up. I think that's fine. And it does match the curve now. I think this is fine. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, but that's not what we actually want it to do. We don't want it to just fill up. We want it to require actually, you know, rotate control stick. So we'll do some kind of check for that. But what if you are on keyboard? How do we check for that? I've got some kind of input system, don't I? Input manager is keyboard. Okay. So we need to be able to change between the two. So let's just have some code here. It's going to do something. We don't know what yet. Rotate indicator. And what did we decide that we're doing here? 150 for the radius. So these guys here need to be 150 now. Hey. 150. Is it because I'm doing one at a time? It might be. 150, 150, negative 150, negative 150, 150. Okay. So that's roughly the position there. Copy value, paste value. Okay, there we go. There's our placeholder. That's great. Okay, rotate indicator. But if you are on keyboard, then I want you to be, I guess, alternating left and right. Do I have any special marker for alternate left and right? I don't think I do. So we're actually going to need 2 of these. So this should be left. Active burst. We're gonna mess with this. Left, right. All right, so this is gonna be its own thing. Hide those. not mouse. All right, controller indicator in here. And then keyboard here. So we can hide and show appropriately. Yeah. -90 and -10. Sure. All right, so those all need to be set up. This, and this. Update input rendering. And just do that every frame. If it's keyboard, then I want indicator keyboard visible. And controller indicator hidden. And then flip that if it is controller. That's it for that. That one's easy. We're doing okay on time. I mean, we're not going to finish this, but that's okay because this was actually for next stream, so we're actually ahead of schedule. This is how we're going to get progress. Ooh. Waiting direction is going to toggle between left and right. We need some kind of... That's right, it's coming out tomorrow. Let's see here. Rotate stick. As with meter fill and release, we want to have some kind of state of it's getting ready. Actually, no, it'll just pop into existence. Cause yeah, Snowball will appear, she'll jump on top of it, and then this will just go. So this is immediately ready. So waiting direction is -1. So if waiting direction equals -1, if we're waiting for left to be pressed, then this indicator of this guy right here, target state is pressed. This is the one. This is us telling the system to highlight that button if it's not currently pressed. I think. We're gonna find out. And then flip it for the other direction. All right, so now advancing this, we're gonna have to balance keyboard against controller spin. Input manager should handle spin. Current spin plus equals spin per direction. Current stick vector, here we go. If current stick vector, we look at the previous stick angle, And we get the current amount of spin. All right, where do we use current spin? We almost certainly use that in the, no? Do we not? I could have sworn that would be a, used in the gear spinner, right? How is that not used in the gear spinner? Oh, get controller spin is what we use. Ah, yes, yes. Now this doesn't actually get whether we are, like how much we are spinning. This just gets our current, what does this get? Oh wait, no, it does. This gets us a value of positive or negative, depending on the direction we're going. So all we got to do is input manager.getControllerSpin to get how much spinning is going on here. So we'll grab that, and that will increase our fill percent. We are going to multiply that by delta. Let me get out a controller. Oh, that's not a good controller for this. Hold on. One with a stick. One with an actual stick would be good. All right, let's see. How well is this gonna go? Oh. Okay. Goes way too fast, and it's going the wrong direction. So we need to clamp that. Well, not really clamp it. Fill increase equals that, and if fill increase is greater than 0, fill percent plus fill increase. Let's bring it down by about a fifth. That might be okay. Again, we're gonna balance it so it takes about the same amount of time for stick versus tappy taps. And that's going to be if waiting direction equals 1 and input dot is action just pressed. If we're waiting for right and we just pressed right, then waiting direction is now -1. Posey's in her little fort. Okay. And we're gonna do the same basic setup here. How much is a fill increase here for one of these? This is not delta based, I don't think. This is just, I don't know if fill increase should be delta based. I don't know if it should. Let me think about that. We're gonna increase by, we're gonna say we gotta do like 25 taps. Okay, and then fill per tap equals 0.04. Instead of repeating this code, actually take this whole thing. Make that one massive if statement. You can do like a slash, right? To continue a line. Times equals -1. There we go. All right. Don't need to do that at all. Don't need to do that at all. Just rip all that out. Okay. How does this work? How does this actually work? What does current spin give us? Right, it has a little bit of sluggishness to it. That's right. So if your current spin we look at the angle delta. We look at current stick angle against previous stick angle in radians. Oh, now she loves you. Posey loves you. Okay, so that is the number of radians. Multiply it by 0.2 for the amount, just the amount of spin units. Which is still, so it's a fraction of radians, but still something there. But we increase the current spin by that. And here we move towards 0 at a rate of 1 unit of spin per second. Which means that when you input spin, it ticks down over time. So every frame that spin is detected, yeah, that does make it weird. Okay, so yeah, delta is the right call. I think that was done as like a softening thing to soften the rotation input. All right, so let's try this without controller. This input toggle state is pressed, or target state is pressed. I don't think that's what we want. Active burst, maybe? To make it have that little... Yeah, let's do that instead. Let's do active burst instead. Or burst solid. What does that look like? Okay, I think that's reasonable. 25 might not be enough. Let's bump it up to 30 inputs. And then how's our spin look? A little slow. Let's speed up that. Double it, 50% more. Let me time it. Let me get out my stopwatch here. Okay. So let's do control stick first. How long does it take? At a pretty good clip. 3.71. Okay, keyboard. .8. So keyboard was definitely faster. All right. So we need to increase it by about 25%. So let's say 20% up, and then we'll call it a day. I don't want control stick to be harder than keyboard, but it will be a different experience. There's nothing we can do about that. It will be different. All right, So then, yay, you did it. You either filled it up or you ran out of time. Let's say that you get. Let's make this pretty free. 5 seconds. Let's give you 5 seconds to do this. Okay, move our timer down. And then all of this stuff only happens if we actually have some time left. Let's see. If we're out of time and result equals -1, then we need to set our result value. How good did we do? And that's gonna be based on our fill percent. Let's see here. Pending result. We're going to update our pending result based on some thresholds. If fill percent is greater than 0.25, then congratulations, you hit level 1. You deal 1 damage. Now let's say you got to get up to 50% for that. Let's say 40% is good enough for 1 damage. I don't know. Let's see. I would love for there to be like more, slightly more granular snowball sizes, like wham, 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 wham. Kind of make a little noise every time it changes. But to balance it, it's really only going to do 1 damage for a weak hit and 2 damage for a strong hit. I don't see a good way to change that without making this a complicated character. Her big deal is already that she can do AoE. Ugh. Maybe I could allow for different levels of this attack. Like, is it level 1? Is it level 2? That gives her more versatility, like significantly more versatility, where you can basically choose the amount of damage you can do. I mean, maybe it's that, like, I don't know, we do something special for getting a perfect hit. But what? Status effect is probably not wise. We'll just say that once you get over 95%, that you've hit 2 damage, and that's it. So this lets us have a variable we can read off of easily from the move code, so that we can handle the animation of the snowball getting bigger with each subsequent threshold. Who are we going to raid into tonight? Because we probably need to think about wrapping it up. GQ is still on and he's playing Star Fox. GQ, what are you doing? It's not time for that. Mm-hmm. I need to check to see who else we could raid, because we might have a chance to meet a new person. We'll see, we'll see. I think I need my spreadsheet. I need my spreadsheet. Who did I add? Okay, that person is on my spreadsheet. So they go until like 2 a.m. They were working on something with trains and Path 3Ds last I checked. Let me check for these other people as well. Maybe a little bit further down. Nope. Offline. You. Offline. You. Oh, we did raid you. We did raid you already. You. Nope. Nobody. None of those on the spreadsheet are here. Unbelievable. Okay. Singularity is on. Claymore's on. Eleazar is the one making plan like the stream environment thing. More of these like it's just an AI streams. It's like there's where's the person? Where's the person? Okay, okay. Okay, that one's me. That one is me. Okay, let me see what you are up to. No pre-rolls. Already a good start. I cannot see the code. It's tiny. No, I cannot see the game. We'll go to game queued then. He's doing Star Fox. Yeah, I do want to meet new people at some point, but I gotta be ready for it. It's gotta be somebody that we can manage to meet. All right, this was good. We got the animations done. That was the main goal of the night. We were trying to be realistic about what we can get done in one night. And the action command is pretty much there, but that is just one part of an attack. We actually now have to build the attack. And this is just one action command. We want to have two. Every partner needs two attacks. The other action command is also going to be a weird one. It'll be fine. Thank you all for hanging out. We'll be back. What's today? Today's Wednesday. We'll be back Friday. I don't know when Minecraft is happening, but it is going to be happening. We're gonna be doing Create Aeronautics. It's only a matter of time now. Get hyped. I'm hyped.